I'm not sure how much of this kind of outrage content I want to make or is a good idea to make, but this came up as a suggestion from Microsoft Edge in my notifications, and I actually regret looking at it. But hey, I need a little bit of boost in the algorithm, and this is sufficiently outrageous enough. So Australian, so this is relevant to us. Social media influencer drugging child led to brain surgery, the court was told. Oh boy, this is not going to be pleasant. Okay, so based on that alone, let's make an assumption. Is this a male social media influencer? Well, my assumption is no. There's enough of these cases of abusive women chasing clout and narcissism on social media doing this kind of thing. So I'm going to assume it's a awful woman who hopefully has her children taken away from her from this and is actually facing accountability. So let's see. A social media influencer accused of filming the torture of a baby to gain money. Oh boy. Allegedly manufactured symptoms causing the child to have brain. Okay. I'm actually reasonably tolerant to people making mistakes, but at a certain point I go from tolerance, Woodchipper, without a lot in between. And I really hope this isn't a Woodchipper scenario, considering I've run into 2 human-sized woodchippers in my job on the street and couldn't resist the cheek to say, are there any pedophiles we can throw in there? And 50% of the people running the Woodchipper have heard it from everybody and just go, oh God. But one of them was like, God, I wish, actually gave me the nod, and I was like, legend. He was a staunch as fuck Polynesian working class guy. I was like, yeah, bro, own that shit, Anyway, I digress. So okay, so she filmed torturing a baby, manufacturing symptoms, I guess, to get medical attention that were fake, that ultimately tricked or caused the medical field to operate on this kid's brain. Fuck. Woodchipper. The 30-year-old woman. Up. Yep. Okay. So my pattern recognition assumption of the gender. Accurate. Who can't be named for legal reasons. Oh, yeah. The good old gag order obsession of Australian court system. We love a good old gag order. Places like Florida and America have the sunset clause, which mandates publishing names and photographs of all felons, which is why we have the Florida man trope, because they're all mandated, publicly accessible, and there's a sufficient number of Florida-ish people doing Florida-ish things. Without that law, if we had the ability just to throw gag orders around like confetti to hide this Woodchipper-worthy, horrible, abusive mother from the shame level of people knowing her name. And look, I'm not saying no gag orders. This woman, if we knew her name, her age, and city, this level of malicious abuse of children will get her threats, and I say you deserve them. But more level heads, I guess, are in the legal system. But this might warrant a gag order, but still, I'm not comfortable with them. She appeared in person wearing a light blue dress and leather strap sound. Who gives a shit what she was fucking wearing? Being supervised by 2 corrective service guards. What a weird statement. This article went from the 34-year-old woman. They didn't use the term mother. They went for the softer terminology of woman, interestingly, who can't be named for legal reasons. Not that the media would be inclined to if they could. Applied for bail. Doesn't say about presumably this level of heinousness of crime. There'd be an argument to be like, nah, but really, where's she going to run to? But the next part, she appeared in person wearing a light blue dress and leather strap sandals while being supervised by 2 corrective. Like, what an odd thing to say. I wonder how the language would be worded if this was a 34-year-old abusive man who did the exact same thing to this child. Well, one thing I guarantee is there wouldn't be a weird, inexplicable, tabloid-level focus on what the fuck he was wearing. That I can guarantee. The woman sat with her hands in her lap, facing directly... What? Was this article written by a low IQ person who assumes that the people reading it are one of these weird NPC people who it was revealed not long ago actually are incapable of visualizing things? Who cares? What are they doing? Let's stick to the uncomfortable, horrible facts and the outrage. Queensland police accuse the woman of giving a 1-year-old child. Yep, she's in Woodchipper territory now. Yep, sorry. I know that might shock some people, and we'd have to be extremely certain this woman was guilty of this. And I'm not saying throw her in the Woodchipper, but holy shit. I mean, real close. At least start the Woodchipper up, dangle her right up to the business end of the machine, and stick one of her toes in there, and then say, you are that close, and film it and live stream it and say, hey, if there's any other psychotic women out there who want to abuse a 1-year-old child, your own fucking child, to the point where you trick doctors to operating brain surgery on that child, well, man, yeah. Start that Woodchipper up, dangle her in, maybe take out half of her foot, and then say you're that close to qualifying to go through that thing, and let that be a disincentive to anyone else considering doing horrible shit. Accountability should come for people at this level with at least the threat of a Woodchipper. I'm just for the record, I'm making very, very dark jokes because this is really uncomfortable, and I'm probably going to regret, going through with making this kind of content. Probably won't do it again. So Queensland police accuse a woman of giving a 1-year-old child an unauthorized prescription pharmacy medications over a period of months to grow her social media profile and gain 60 grand in donate. Yeah, this kind of content, I don't think I'm gonna really go for this again. Okay, deep breath. Crown prosecutor Jack Scott opposed bail, good, and told magistrate Steve Courtney, so she's facing accountability at the hands of the good old patriarchy. Well, that's irony. I think it would have been a little on the nose if they had a female magistrate to pass judgment. Female magistrates ultimately ducked this one. Yeah, stick the patriarchy in there to make final judgment on this piece of shit woman, because if you could get away with that, why wouldn't you? The woman had moved a video camera that was monitoring the child during a brain activity test to avoid detection. The prosecution case, in essence, said that she was torturing her own child by administering drugs. Wow. Yeah. Next level. I don't need to go further. And, it's now going into detail. No, I'm going to stop there. But what a weird thing focusing on, what this woman was wearing. Yeah, man. I might joke darkly about this, but yeah, man, this is not healthy content at all.